Good
Good
morning. We are both kind of tigers.
Quietly pardoned
Okay.
over 70 of his closest
She's just getting Saturday's video lined up for the
Yeah.
comments so that the person could be.
I could find who is the lucky person. Okay. Because I just want to make an announcement, but we will greet everyone. Heidi and
Well, you line it up and I'll.
Okay.
Thank you, Heidi, for monitoring this. Leo smiles. Nathanji. Jumped out of that.
Basso.
Okay, I have that one. Okay.
There's a new name here I haven't seen before. Mad as hell.
Mad as hell. In Poland, we say healthy as fish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, someone is healthy as fish because if fish is not healthy, it's flying right away. So you know that it's unhealthy. Not flying, it's thank you so much, Heidi. Thank you. And Heidi told me that her husband is doing better. He is on the way to recover, which is amazing. And it's a long journey for both of them. And Heidi is all the time in the hospitals with her husband, on and off.
So here's more names that I haven't seen for a while, or ever. Teresa Phoenix, Diane Vibe, Diane Montalto, Swarat, Red Gypsy.
That one, I know, that's weird.
Jesse Spear. Hi, Bridget York. You're very loyal to this channel as well.
Thank you so much for watching me over and over. Us. Feeling like I'm mother of this channel, but I am.
You are. It's your channel.
It is my baby.
So you're going to, anyone who wrote a comment on Saturday's video is eligible for half an hour complimentary reading gifted by Janet and Tom Berg. Janet has now passed. Tom is being cared for by a hospice nurse.
Nurses, 24 hours a day.
So he's in good hands. And so if you'd, how many people had commented?
273 prayers for Tom and prayers for Janet. And for everyone, Matanji's mom and Angie. Matanji, I think she's Matanji on the YouTube. And Heidi's husband, Brooke's mom, and the other ones you probably have more.
So, as you will do that,
I will just go. So 273. Not
so you have a very good chance. And it's a half an hour complimentary gifted reading. It's valued at $100 US. And
it's always in US dollars because otherwise I have so many people from different countries.
Yeah.
It will be a mess. And even Canadians have to pay in American dollars. And Cheryl will be nice and tell me when to go back or
you can
stop.
Go back. Stop.
JC's.
JSEES.
Yeah. Thank you, Tom, for keeping the tradition going. It is very generous of you. Oh, how nice. I asked him to read the comments.
You have lovely comments for Tom.
Mm-hmm. He's 8 years old. So
this will be posted on Saturday's video as the first comment of the winner. So JC's, please contact Violetta at psychicvioletta@outlook.com with your phone number in particular so that she can arrange for a reading as quickly as possible for you.
Mm-hmm.
And as well, anybody else would like a reading who hasn't been gifted one yet, do go to Violetta's website at psychicvioletta.com. There's a booking spot there as well.
Thank you. And we will start. I will start answering questions because my son just wrote me a comment. message that we have to go somewhere to do most things together.
Now, what an interesting last few days.
Wow. Today, even morning, I learned that there was so many pardons.
Another 70, and that's for people who helped out with the 2020 insurrection, like the Giulianis and the Mark Meadows and
and
so many others, and people who were
when Giuliani was sweating and
the dye was running down his face.
Oh gosh, he was looking so horrible.
And people who were also involved.
And all that crowd behind him.
Yeah.
Everyone was today. But you had the interesting comments about that.
Well, the fake electors as well. They're all pardoned, except that a lot of these people, they were indicted in the state that they committed the crime in. And so this pardon doesn't apply to them because it's not a federal pardon or a federal crime. But why is he doing that now? He's given them all a blank pardon federally.
Because they are afraid that he might forget about them. So they are afraid of this. They want to, they feel forgotten. Thank you, Kathy McLaughlin. Thank you. And they are pushing. They say, wow, you are pardoning so many other people who are not us.
Except that their crimes, some of them, a good number of them, are in the different states, and he has no jurisdiction over that.
I know, but they still want to take everything to run with it.
Is he signaling anything for the next election?
Oh. I have to add the water to my sponge. Three cards.
1, 2, 3.
Well, here's putting a moss. The green dry moss is usually used to start a fire. For when they were doing those survival tests, they usually have to start the fire over the dry moss. So he is prepared for something that he wants to create, some new, probably a revolution like he did before, and now he is suing ABC.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that? That because they said what he said, they repeat what he said, and it's wrong. I didn't say that. It's on the tapes. No, I didn't. And those poor two people from the top, they give up. They don't want to be there, because how can he say it's white when it's black?
Because that is his world.
Well, he wants to fight. He wants another feisty and calculating all about money, getting out of his cave. He wants to be noble. Oh gosh, he wants to be nice to his people, so whoever is on his side, they can feel protected. Don't go to another side. We stay on our side. Because you sent me I sent you about where is the money, the 90 billion that was collected on tariffs.
Yeah.
So no answer. So far, he wants to change the subject probably as well. By giving pardons, we are talking about pardons, not about where is the money, honey. And show us your socks.
So now that has been looked at by the Supreme Court, and they're coming up with their judgment. But it was also pointed out very nicely by one of the justices that tariffs are indeed a tax on the people. Citizens in the U.S. are paying those taxes. That there's 90 billion collected. However,
they send that to the Congress now.
It's up to the Congress to decide on taxes.
So I said they gave him a nice path to go somewhere else.
When you had your reading with Nate, you had the waters opening. and they're going to be given a path. So when it goes back to Congress, what's Congress going to do with it? Because the question again was, if we say that this is illegal, that this is actually a tax, how do we pay that tax back to whoever
And
it came
we don't
from?
even know where the money is.
Yeah.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
What's that? Two of them. Yeah, he wants to start the fire. He wants to start the fire so people will talk about something else. And
So it's a diversion.
Extreme diversion. Yeah, fighting with everyone who will be asking even that question. He is fighting with the dragon. He wanted the best for America. But he's putting the money somewhere in Mar-a-Lago in the toilet room. That's his favorite place, the gold toilet, and the same battle. And maybe Melania is holding under her skirts the money. That's a lot of money, I can tell you. Now he is in partnership with someone. So probably cryptocurrency or otherwise he is diversing the money. And he wants to be on a coin.
Yeah, he wants his, and it's that stadium.
A stadium was booing him.
But he wants his Trump name there. Now, you had said a long time ago that the Trump name was going to start to disappearing off of locations.
And it was that time in the second.
They were taking him off of buildings.
In Canada, they took off, and that's the reason he didn't like Trudeau, because under Trudeau, his monumental signing Trump Tower in Vancouver, I believe.
So do you see the energy,
that things will be changing?
That will change?
The name will be disappearing.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, empty. Like you can still see the outlines from the T and P, but it's not. When you are taking off the number, it's still the on the wall. It will be still visible, but it will be just shadow of what was there. Yeah. Crying, putting this in the grave. So eventually, yes, all his monumental buildings will be put to the rest. People will find that something else is better to replace. They will be negotiating, and it will be a tough journey for him eventually. He is not forever, and he will be, when whatever is left for him will be taken away from him.
Now, House Speaker.
And we will say, we are informed.
Mike Johnson, he has made the comment already that they're fighting for Mr. T's legacy here to carry on. That next election, if they lose both the House and the Senate, so they are thinking about that, then the whole thing will collapse. But it's not really about Trump, is it? It's about themselves, because he says that there can be
impeachments,
and with the Senate, then they can follow through on the impeachments and actually complete it, which they didn't do on Mr. T. They had twice impeached, and then it went to the Senate, and it was not allowed to go through.
But everything can change after this Senate, because they were not expecting that they will lose that battle a few days ago. And that must be scary for them.
Now, with the recent agreement where seven Democrats and 1 independent.
Yesterday.
Yeah, they have agreed with people in the Senate so they could get their 60% to come now to the House. And Johnson has called back people to come back by Wednesday. Good luck with the travel, I guess, maybe.
I said that I'm worried about traveling, and it's still not 3,000 change the time, and then 1.3 1,300 delays. That's not safe.
Well, he wants them back in the House on Wednesday in order to discuss this, I guess, or pass it, and then it goes to Mr. T for final signature. Will it progress that far? Will people in the House agree to the SNAP and other things, especially since they don't have anything with the Affordable Care Act in there?
Mm-hmm.
They're hoping that Johnson will bring it up again in December, January.
Promises.
Oh yeah, they can do anything they want.
3 cards.
So will they actually be back at the House on Wednesday?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Look at the Johnson's fingers. He's biting his fingers. Now he will have to accept that lady from
Arizona, yes.
And then Epstein files will come to the... Oh, he was thinking that the Congress... the Congress will be holding those people hostages for so long, forever. I don't care. They are all having that jacket in the closet. I don't care, do you? When they
Melania's jacket.
When they go for the meetings, they have that. So no, it's for joking. But it is that he is biting his fingers. What is Nate's card saying? Don't trust them. Don't trust them. They are still deceiving us, and they are still dishonest. And some surprise will come out. They will feel like they want to postpone and wait from a distance. Eventually, yes, there will be some reunion. So they will have to let people to work, and government will be open.
Now, what's going to happen? What is going to happen with since the Affordable Care Act, the
Obama
tax credits aren't on that bill? What is going to happen when people start getting their notices that their health care is double or they're completely cut off? Everything happens for a reason. For the good, it comes out. So what will any good come from that?
Well, Marie Antoinette was having a good time, like Big Gatsby as well, like Mr. T. They have the same thing, and they will end up the same way. So people will have enough. Eventually, that will be
But they have to go through the little bit more pain.
More pain to be more reunited.
Except that people will also be passing because of that.
Well, the family will be upset. So it is not, and it's odd because those are the red states, not blue states, that are struggling even more sometimes with the SNAP and other places where they need to have help.
Mm-hmm.
And Patty, Cheryl Palmer, she sent me the information that in Canada they opened the first store for poor people, giving them
Saskatchewan,
food.
I think it is.
In Saskatchewan, yeah. It's prairies, and there is not that much industry there. And they will be given ability to spend $200 in that store for groceries, and then instead of being on welfare, because they will take this $200 from the welfare.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people are under welfare. So in Canada, they will be dealing with that situation by giving them food instead of giving them money. And I'm happy about this. I know that some people, poor people with the backpacks, after they got the money, they are coming and spending on little things that they might not really need.
Mm-hmm.
And they will spend money on, and they are drug users. So they have the money and they are spending on the wrong things. And that way they wouldn't be allowed to spend on the other things. They will have to go for the food and cook for themselves, or even eat what they will have in the store. And maybe Mendani will be doing exactly the same thing. So someone took that advice, who knows, maybe from him. And I think it will spread all over the country now.
To actually care for people who need it.
Yeah, and the families. Because they will give someone who is on drugs and the family is suffering. And that way they will be more responsible for their own health. And they will feel more that they have more dignity when they are shopping and deciding what they can buy, what they can't. Every 2 weeks, $200 per person.
Heidi is asking the question. I read in a newspaper that a defected Russian agent told that Putin has some bad information about Mr. T. Can you see what it is?
I told you I don't. Okay.
That's Heidi's question.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I think when he was big friend with Cohen, what was his name? The lawyer. We went for the movie.
Yeah.
The Apprentice.
The Cohen who was
his lawyer, he was protecting him.
At the beginning, way back.
Roy
Cohen. You're right.
Roy Cohen. And Roy Cohen was famous for blackmail people.
Mm-hmm.
He was gay, and he was making parties. Apparently, even in that movie, they were saying that mayor of New York was one of those guys who had wife, but then he was in one of those parties.
And videotaped.
And I believe the tapes disappeared after Cohen died.
Who did they go to?
I believe that they are in Red Country. And that's what they have about him, because there was on the movie, there was a scene in the movie that he was completely drunk, leaving in the morning. And after that, he never allowed himself to be drunk, to drink it. Well, maybe just a little bit like I do. I don't like to be drunk.
But it was insinuated in the movie that something
could happen like this.
Yeah.
There was no saying, but if there is anything that he will be more worried about young girls, that he was with young girls, I think it was something like him being in a stage.
Not with the young girl.
Opposite. So it will be backstabbing him completely. And he is over here laying without strength and unconscious. It's possible, and that would be one thing that he would never wanted to be shown. And this is something that is keeping his mouth shut. And Putin is celebrating that. Donald is afraid for that, and they are negotiating. You want this? Do me this favor. And
will a red line be crossed where Putin will release that stuff?
It's like money in the bank. I don't think so. Not yet. It could happen after one of them will die, but not before. It's a whole image of him being such a macho guy, and that's what it's making him so worried that they were discovered who. Well, I'm not saying that he was willingly doing this. He was just a victim, but it's too much for him. It is too much, and it was hate-love relationship between him and Cohen, but he was still adoring him for being so smart and so. And one lady, when she was in Trump Tower, was saying that Epp was letting Mr. T to watch her having a sex with him, with Epp. So apparently this is something that maybe he was recording things as well for blackmail. I don't know. This is such a dirty game. I never met anyone like that, and I don't want to meet.
Mary Williamson.
What did I pull? Oh, they will be negotiating with Putin. As long as Putin has that, he is celebrating this. And Donald wants to pay, but that's not enough money. Not even those 90 billions that he is kind of keeping in his own bank, or who knows what he is doing with this 90 billion. No one is asking him that questions. He should be asked.
Well, there was also on one of the podcasts that I was watching, and it had about they should be following the money for the rebuilding of the ballroom, or the building of the ballroom.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to tell you how much who that.
Well, they have a list, and it's actually two lists. One is the first group are the list of the businesses and people, etc., that have contracts with the government, and the second list are those who are up for charges. They want favor when their case comes before the courts or whatever it is. But there's two lists: one who've received the stuff, and the other ones who want to receive the stuff because they're wrongdoing. So it says follow the money and find out more. It should be investigated more. Actually, he's collected that money. Is it being set aside in an account to actually do the building of it, or has that been redirected?
Oh boy, you're talking about those donations from the
donations from the billionaires. 1, 2, 3.
Flying about things that are smelly. So there is some big piece of S, you know what I'm talking, and the flies are flying around it. So I think there is some S cover up. Yeah, look at this. You can't get there. And he is afraid, or someone is afraid, because she is sleeping in a bed and having headaches and worries and worries and worries. 9 of Swords. So it is quite.
So the American people are going to end up pocketing the money.
But he is pocketing the money. Beginning of new adventures. In case of Shaky Tower, he will be running for his life somewhere else. That will let him to run, fly, and.
Now, what about the second party that he had this past weekend?
Weekend again.
Another big donor party.
All the time.
Yeah,
all the time. Never enough money. And he wants to be big ballroom to have more parties in White House. So it will be during the whole year, because Mar-a-Lago is good on the cold month, not a hot month. He is never in the summer over there. So,
but he also takes all the staff and everything, so it's actually income for his Mar-a-Lago business.
Yeah, well.
And then
who can stop him?
The people.
Oh yeah,
the people can stop
Marie
him.
Antoinette was stopped, and he has to understand that, but he don't want to.
Well, he doesn't understand that you don't need to produce an ID for groceries and gas.
Yeah. My gosh. He
We
is
just-
so disconnected with reality.
Yeah. We just shake our heads at what's going on.
Yeah, like
And then I
how
can't
come
understand.
someone who has no clue what that was a new word for him, groceries.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, that
is
was a good word.
good word because he learned that new word, the groceries, bread, vegetables, potatoes and apples. Yeah, honey, you don't live in the real world.
Yeah. Now here's a Canadian question.
Okay.
Will
One, no more.
Will any more Conservative members of Parliament join the Liberals in the Canadian House of Commons? Right now, the Nova Scotia Member of Parliament has crossed over from being a Conservative under Poilievre and changed to the Liberals. And then there's also one who is in Edmonton, who is a Conservative. And instead of changing over to the Liberals, he says that he's vacating his seat in the spring, which means that a by-election will be called and they're expecting it to go Liberal. And he didn't vote on the last on the 17th, I think it is the third vote on the budget, the upcoming budget. It's already passed two times. The third one is the final one, and if it passes, then there won't be a vote of non-confidence. And Poilievre is really pushing for that. So will any more members cross? 1, 2, 3.
You remember those bracelets in the 70s that had so many charms?
Mm-hmm.
My
I have one of those.
ex-fiance, yeah, he was buying for me all the time the gold's little pieces because otherwise he didn't know what to buy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I was going to the jeweler and he was putting everyone on the chain. But sometimes I did like it, just the nice pink, and I will disconnect and put this on the chain.
Mm-hmm.
Like Saint Christopher for traveling. I thought, I prefer this one to be, and it was much bigger than the others, so I put this on the chain. Yeah, they will be switching. At least one will be going for protections.
One more?
One more probably, because Saint Christopher is symbol of traveling,
Mm-hmm.
of safety traveling. So I believe that will be a thing. Yeah, protection. He is holding her tummy and holding her like, and I will protect you. So there is two already that went missing in action. So that there is the quite a big person, because it is the father. The judgment will be strong, King of Coins, and they are sleeping on it. But I believe
Because they expected that there may be even more. But even if they if they abstain from voting, it still helps the Liberals.
But this is symbol 4.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows?
But
they
the New
might
Democrats,
be sleeping on it right now.
the New Democrat Party is that's like your independent party in some. Well, it's like Bernie Sanders, but it's also there's Alberta NDP and then there's federal NDP, and we're quite different.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's an interesting time for us. Do you think it'll? Well, not low. Do you think it'll pass?
I can ask
On the
her not
17th.
to ask about Canadian.
She's ready to drop me as a friend. 1,
You
2.
know I can't.
2, 3. So November 17th, the vote is on it.
It's time is clicking, and I see that again in the 70s and 80s, everyone had that silly hand at in the car
waving.
in the back,
Yeah.
waving. We are with you. And it was charming. Actually, I would like to have that now. And so it is the happy hand. I'm with you. that will be educational. The judgment will be strong. Some cheating will happen. So not everyone will be completely honest.
Because people don't want to have another election.
Yeah. But
Because all it takes is a non-confidence vote, and then 6 weeks later we have an election. We don't have the 2-year election runs. It's 6 weeks.
oh no, we don't waste that much time and money.
Yeah, and we already had one in the spring where Carney was elected.
Yeah.
So there's a Canadian question.
No,
that was it.
okay.
That's it. Namus One has Don Don's name being deleted from the Epstein files. They already went through it.
Yeah, they said that.
But other people have it. Other countries have it.
Yeah. So I believe that was so deleted. And it was, I think, before I was talking about it. That took so many hundreds of FBI agents was working about deleting
his name from it. Well, in order to do that, if his name was only in there once, they'd only need one person.
Yeah.
Kathy McLaughlin's asking, do you see Melania leaving Mr. T as soon as he's out of office?
Sorry. Can you,
Do you see Melania leaving Mr. T as soon as he's out of office?
he will have to be on his front hands and back knees, on knees and front hands, and then she can give him a kick, not before.
Well, right now she's enjoying her position
And
money.
Now then she will be like Joan of Arc, standing for her rights, but not before. I will put 3 cards. 2, 2,
3.
Because otherwise the journey will be too hard for her. And she would like to get out of that cave and feel free like a baby, but not before. When he will be on his knees and on his hands,
down,
she will do it, but not before. She is too calculated and too afraid.
And again, this is for spiritual and entertainment only. If it comes true, which you have a good record of that happening. But anyways, then it's not a prediction anymore. It actually happened. Kathy McLaughlin is asking, I read somewhere that China is sitting back and watching while America gets destroyed by Mr. T. So then they can just swoop in and take over. Is that true?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I said that he is the worst enemy. He couldn't do any more damage. No one could do more damage than he is doing to the country. It's like he is hired to do it.
Mm-hmm.
For entertainment only, but I was talking about this a while ago, and it's not fun when you see with your eyes that someone is. One comedian was saying when her kid was in junior school, didn't want to go for 10 years old, didn't want to go for some trip.
Mm-hmm.
And she was trying to tell him, if you don't clean up your room, I will not let you to go to that trip. So the kid didn't clean up his room. And she said, if you don't do your homework, you will not go for the trip. And he was not doing. And then it took a long time to discover that kid didn't want to do it, those things. And I thought, well, he is doing exactly the same thing, like someone pay him to destroy the America.
Well, when I was back in university in the mid 90s, I read a book and we talked about it that the next superpower, of course, was going to be China. But I didn't think that I'd actually see it really happening and who's kind of orchestrating it on their behalf.
It is like, it is humongous country, and now they are allowed to have a lot of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they do have, because they are used to it to have one. The last generations didn't have more than one. Since the 60s, they were allowed to only to have one child.
Now, going
Because the social life was not easy on everyone, but then they discovered one child had to take care of two sets of parents.
when again going back to university, one of the things that we had studied about in our history was that when the male population got too big, it would almost be culled by going to war. Are they planning, because Putin is asking for more babies to be born, and China would like more children? Are they planning to do something?
In Poland, we had the saying, and it was when Leszek was born in 1981. We were saying, "Oh, so many boys are born this year, and it looks like it's for the war." And yeah, we had a martial law, but it was like a war inside the country. So yeah, this is something odd, but that's what they want. They want more male population, and China didn't like to have girls. They wanted boys, always.
Kathy's asking, how are the energies surrounding Bibi? Yahoo! We hardly hear anything about him lately.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He's still on the worship, antique worship, I'm seeing. And the thing that you are putting the cannons are waiting. But it looks like he doesn't have enough those bullets for the cannons. So he is kind of struggling, because I don't think people want to have that war all the time and to be destroying. And the lady is holding the cross. Stop, have a mercy. His people don't feel that whatever he is doing, it's in good image of Israelis, because those people are normal people. They don't want him to do what he is doing. They want to go with love and to celebrate life. So there is some surprise coming his way. I don't think he will be able to go and go and go, because the
Now, will it be
cannons are not with ammunition.
Will it be because it's within his country, the people rebelling against him, or will it be because of the ICC, the International Criminal Court, because he's got a warrant on him or whatever? He could be arrested. And Ma'am Danny says that if he ever came to New York, he would have been arrested.
Arrest him. Oh my gosh. But he will never come to New York.
No.
He will come to DC, but maybe the mayor of DC will say the same thing. Oh, that would be fun.
1, 2, 3.
He is worried. He's scratching his head. So he is feeling like at least 2 places. I have the key to the town, but I can't get there. And he will go more for the peaceful way now. He will have to go with love. People will not trust him. So they will have to probably change the government eventually. His position will be...
Hopefully 2026 is the year that a lot of things change worldwide.
His position will be for grab. And
well, now they're even commenting about everybody who is involved with the bombing or the targeting of the boats.
Oh yeah, that's not legal.
That can come under the ICC, International Criminal Court.
I said that Mr. T can be a war criminal because of that.
Plus the ones who are authorizing it, etc. There's a question here by Chrissy. Why can't we ask about Canadian politics? I feel it's just as important. Violetta operates a business.
Antique store.
And there's, she tries to keep it so that nobody comes in and
argue with me.
Because there are a lot of...
and even American lady was very nasty to me once. She was Trump supporter, and she was upset with me that I'm not his. That was the first time when he was running. And she said, "How dare you have your opinion about our future president? He is the best human being I ever imagined, and he is giving us the chances to be someone more prosperous," and so on. And so she was from Manitoba, but she had that red hat, and she was, and I thought, well, it's not fun when they are picking up on me. But
So-
that was not that many Americans are coming now to Canada. But this is Canada, and I have once in a while someone who is his supporter in Canada. Alberta is redneck country, and we have a lot of people who are supporting him. Not lately, I didn't see the last 2 months anyone coming,
Mhm.
but once in a while they are coming and showing me the one finger.
Mhm.
And I don't like that.
Whenever I see that finger, because I protest every week. Last week we only had one finger, and I remember that little boy, that video of that little boy. He did something really, really good, and he's going through all of his fingers, putting them up to figure out which one
He should-
actually he should have, and then he realizes this is the one that he wants. So I just keep on saying, when they stop at that middle finger, they're just still trying to figure out how to get to that thumbs up.
Once I was driving, I nearly avoid the accident. Roman was with me in the car, and the guy was doing something stupid, and it could cause us a collision. And I'm so mad, and Roman told me, "Mom, next time, can I show him the right finger?" So don't even think that way.
I don't choose that one.
No, but he thought that I want to show different one, and I said, "Don't." And he said, "Can I next time show him the right one?" Because he thought that I should have shown. And actually, I was kind of confused, and
Well, yeah, because you bought a carving when you came.
Oh, that was completely different story at the beginning. Yes, I was so oblivious that I bought
That the middle
car.
finger has meaning.
Yes, and it was for a long time with us. The kids love it. It was hidden, but they love it that we had that. I don't know what's happened with it now. It was not sold in my store, in our store. Yeah.
Now, also, the president, or whatever he's called, for Argentina, he was at the Mar-a-Lago party this past weekend.
Who?
Who's ever from Argentina? He was at the
Yeah,
Mar-a-Lago party.
and he was.
He was dancing.
Yeah, Trump's dance. I don't know how to dance like him, but he was dancing there.
Yeah, so that's all at the expense of all the people who are losing their SNAP benefits and their health care and everything else.
He is helping his people, and I wonder how many money they will receive from the money that was
They'll pocket individually themselves.
they do, and that was probably partly that he paid for Mr. T.
Now, Suarez, 1962, President Maduro threatened Trinidad that if USA attacks them, they will attack Trinidad. Do you see that happening?
Why would he attack Trinidad when they are on the same boat?
I don't know. President Maduro threatened Trinidad that if the USA attack them, they will attack Trinidad.
But they
Does
are
that mean attacking the US? I don't know.
Now that they are in deep trouble as well because they are vulnerable. So I don't take that question. Thank you. Sorry, but I think that it's not realistic. They are on the same boat, Trinidad, Tobago, and because they are two tiny countries, Tobago and Venezuela. They are on the same boat to me.
Now, this will be the last question for today, and I'll take screenshots of the rest. Bridget York is asking, why did the Orange have Orban in the White House? we know what was discussed.
Orban is the president of Hungary,
Mhm.
and he is there for quite a while, more than 10 years for sure. And he is controlling them so well, and people don't have a right, because he started first with the journalists, and then he took all other path to control them. He is good friend with Mr. Putin, so why he was there?
1, 2, 3.
Why was he there? Mhm. I see put the wires around White House. So it is that he wants for more protection for the White House.
Mr. Chi does?
No,
Orban was?
Urban from Hungary. He's giving Mr. T advices how to put the barbed wires around the White House. It's a symbol for protection, for making unavailable for people.
Mhm. So how to gain control?
How to to put more swords around you. Look at that. And because he knows that people have a lot of power. 8 of Swords is symbol people have so much more power
Then they realize.
that they can but they are blindfolded. So he wants people to be blindfolded, not to have the access to the knowledge how strong they are. 7 million already was manifesting. And he's giving him how he was able to achieve what he achieved, giving him advices for protection for USA and magic. So he is creating some illusions. And I'm always thinking that demolition of the First Lady's office
Mhm.
was because Melania didn't like Christmas decorations. Now she doesn't have to, because she wouldn't have a corridor to decorate.
Then the poor, the next first lady, our first gentleman, they won't have a place to go to.
No, but he thinks if she doesn't have the room, she will not be here, and I will be fine without her. They are both very happy. They discussed it probably together how they can avoid to be in trouble, being in one White House, not big enough.
Now, Remembrance Day is tomorrow, and it's Veterans Day in the U.S.
My puppy is here. Poppy is here, but I don't want to.
So for all those who have connections with anybody who's been in the military, and for all those who actually believe in democracy. I mean, I lost my father because of the war.
Mm-hmm.
He had shrapnel in his kidneys, and he died when I was 13 and a half. But we're fighting the same fight. So please support your families, support the military, and support the people who are affected by that as well.
I lost my father's father during the war, and my grandfather was in Auschwitz.
And he wrote a memoir.
Roman has now, and he's translating with AI the memoir for himself.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, I'm really interested in what he wrote. It's 96 pages, I think. So it's not big, but my grandfather was he was wonderful communicator, but it was the only book that he wrote. It was just for family. 8 copies was done, because that time it was really hard to make copy when you were writing on the machine. And it was an extremely interesting book for all of us who are his survivors.
And as well, for me anyways, my dad comes through electricity and the doorbell and the smoke detector. sets them off to let me know he's there.
Leszek is 420, and it's 412. So
It's a time to remember our loved ones.
Leszek, he's communicating with me sometimes, waking me up all the time around 4:20 in the night. You notice that around that time I'm sending you messages because he's waking me up.
Now, does your mom, who passed away,
No, she is not.
she's not connected with you? She believed in,
Universe.
aliens and all the rest of the stuff. And you thought she was working in a lab or something at one time?
That's what I
Scientist?
saw her just 1 month after she passed away. She showed me that she's working in the lab in some galactic and wearing the white uniform. And she was happy. She said, I'm happy. I'm doing what I wanted to do. She was 95 when she passed away, but when she was around 90, she started studying all galaxies. And she was good with it. She knew the names, and she was surprised that I was not that interested in the names and where the galaxies are. And
Well, she's a space traveler.
And one day maybe I will be interested in this. Who knows? We are changing. Like I was completely different when I was young, and now I was not interested in politics. Gosh, I had to study politics when I was doing papers to be translator and going with the travelers from one country to another. So I was doing that tourist course, and it was 1 year course, and I was studying politics.
Well, I never was interested in U.S. politics that much until you started your channel, and then I read 10 books on Trump and the rest of the stuff, so I could ask you questions. Now, and it's interesting, you said that you had that vision of your mom in the lab a month after. A month after my mom passed, I saw her in full body. She never has lived in Red Deer or anything, plus she was wheelchair bound. But she came out of my bathroom in my bedroom, and she came over and she touched me 3 times on the leg, and then she walked out the wall to let me know she was okay. But she comes around all the time,
But
that.
my mom was fine. I knew that she's happy, that she's doing what she wants to do, and she just said, I'm doing what I wanted to do. And she was wearing white top with white pants. She never had that, because most of the clothes I was buying for her, with her. She was here 6 or 7 times, and for 6 months, and once for 1 year. 1 year was too much. We love her. That was the first year. And
well, my mom even came to see you. And then you asked me, do I have a picture of my mom in her younger years?
Yeah, and I was describing her before. And
and I sent a picture, and you said, yes, she was here.
Yeah.
We're so connected in so many ways.
Yeah, and today I said, well, I have the pattern like wild animal, and she has a pattern like that.
So we have Dragon Damsel having surgery tomorrow and would like prayers. Worried about it. So please, prayers for Dragon Damsel that the surgery goes well. Lori Sue Cragen Clammett, include me in your prayers today. She didn't write in there that I at least saw what she was needing prayers for.
There's faithful read on our channel as well.
Here we go is the name of the person. Prayers for my husband who needs surgery for kidney stones and then prostate surgery because of cancer.
Oh boy.
There's always ones here that say that they would like prayers for those who are suffering.
For everyone who is struggling, and now that at least some people will have some end of the tunnel, because they will know that the checks will be coming back to them, and the travelers. But I'm still worried about the traveling. So.
And we have such a loving community here. Here's Christine Galarno says, I know when my mom is here, she flashes the lights on and off. Swore at, just sent my friend who is not working and recovering from cancer some money for food. Her job said that her disability was not due to work, so denied her coverage.
Oh, but
That's what this community is all about, is sharing our stories, plus also,
giving good support, mental support.
yeah, but to help out when you can in however way. You may not think it's a lot, but it really is a lot to somebody when we give something or open our hearts to listen to them even.
And we have to be, and that this cauchemar will end that ever truly.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is not fair for so many people when they don't know what they will expect next.
I know that that part about listening, even if you can't help them out physically in some way. When I was executive director of learning disabilities, we had one client who came in, and I sat for quite a time with her, and she was telling me the story of her son who had ADHD, and he wanted to end his life. But then she also had it undiagnosed, and members of her family do, because it tends to go in
It's
family
running
sometimes.
in the family, yeah.
But then she came to visit us, because I gave classes every Wednesday night. She came to visit the class, and she brought her husband, and she walked in because we couldn't provide anything other than the classes for her, because that's all we had funding for, was for her to come to these classes on Wednesday. And she came back in and she grabbed me by the hand and she said, "Thank you." And I said, "For what?" And she says, her son and her were planning to take their lives that night. And just listening, taking the time to listen, changed their lives.
Oh my gosh.
And then she came every week and got help. So please just listen. And
thank you so
what you
much,
can.
Heidi, for your help, and Kathy McLaughlin being as supportive as you are, and Brooke for writing the timestamps, and Tom Burke for donating the readings in name of Janet. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Have a good week, and we'll see you Wednesday.
Thank you. I have to be ready. I have